So we're going to be modifying the field properties of the contracts table. So I'm going to double click on it to open it. And for the field properties, we do need to be under Table Tools in the Fields ribbon. And the first thing they're going to have us do is add some captions to some of the fields and also adjust the field size. By default, all fields that are text have a field size of 255. That is way too big for quite a few of these text fields. The reason you want to modify the field size is to ensure that the data is more accurate. And also, when we get into creating forms and reports, it looks at that field size to determine the size of the entry area or the column. And as you can see, 255 is way too big for quite a few of our fields. Now, the first one that they would like us to modify is contact first name. So we're going to select that. And I just clicked right on the field name for this. And I'm going to go into name and caption. And they would like a caption of first name. Now, what a caption does is it's kind of like an alias. So when you set a caption, that text is going to display instead of the actual field name. And in a database table, captions are optional and descriptions are also optional. Now, they do want us to enter a description. And I'm going to tell you, some of the descriptions that they have us enter are silly because they're pretty obvious, but we will enter them anyway. So we've got caption of first name and description, enter the contacts first name. Then I'm going to click OK. And you can see right away that that caption is now displayed instead of contact FN. And this is a more user-friendly name. Now, they also want us to adjust the size. Right now, the size is 255. And so we're going to click on that to highlight it. And then we're going to key in 20 and press enter. Now, it always displays this little message. Anytime you are going to make a text field smaller, it displays this little some data may be lost message. Well, we're looking at the data. We know that it's under size 20, so we're not going to lose anything. We're going to go ahead and click on yes, because we do want to change the size of that field. Then we're going to go to contact LN, and we're going to hit name and caption. Basically going to do the same thing here. We're going to key in last name as the caption. And then for our description, it's enter contacts, last name. And then we're going to click OK. And for the size on this one, they want 25. So we're going to key in 25 and press enter. And some data will be lost. We're going to click on yes, because we still want them to change the size. Now for renewal, we are going to assume that most people want to renew. So we're going to click on that. And then we're going to go into default value. And right now the default is no. So we're just going to backspace over no. And we're going to key in yes. And then we're going to click OK. So now you can actually see right below on the next empty record, when you set a default, that default will automatically display. And in this case, it's kind of nice because we aren't going to have to press the space bar. We only need to press the space bar if we want to remove the check mark. So at this point, we are done. So we are going to save our changes that we've made. We're going to close contracts. And you can actually click on the X here and close the table. because our next little activity involves opening a different database and making modifications in that database.